my tyres had flattened right off, squared right off. But I took a nice curvy, twisty road, and they've started to round back out now. Chicken strips lol. Hello guys, Coach Toxic here. Welcome to the British summer. I've got a few reasons to be out today. One reason is that I'm testing the bike after a little bit of maintenance. I tightened up this head race. I think that's what it's called, isn't it? The yokes and the head race bearing and stuff like that. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I was getting a lot of wobble from the bars. You know, like, steering wheel, like side to side. And, Heinz manual thing, in one of these manual things, it said that this can be caused by this bearing thing, this, head race bearing being loose. It can cause, like, steering wobble and, forks wobbling and stuff. Because it's got, like an angled bearing in it. Technical term, it's not really, but anyway. So I was getting a lot of these symptoms, and I was thinking, is it just, I don't know, something silly, something little, or is it actually this bearing is loose or something? So I gave it a go and I tightened it up, but I've been meaning to do so for a while, but I've been too chicken. Because if you tighten it up too much, you can damage your bearings, and I don't really want to have to take the bearings out and inspect them and make sure they're not damaged and replace them and tighten them up again and risk doing the same thing over. So I tightened it up, and I tightened it quite tight, and I thought, oh shit, better let off a little bit. So I let it off a little bit. And now I'm just making sure that everything was all fine and dandy. And the ball's gone. Like, you used to get up to speed, take your hand off the bars, and the bars would slowly start to walk back and forth. But that seems to have gone. So then 40, I'm not taking my hands off yet, just to check it, there we go. See? Oh, yeah, maybe I'm not going fast enough, we'll check in a minute. But, yeah, so the walls seem to have gone. And I'm just making sure that everything is fine and dandy, and that, shit is good. Well, I've made some mods to this, like little things. One of the things is, it's not really a mod, but carry on. I took the centre stand off, because I didn't really need it. I mean, I took it off, and the next day, it would have come in handy, but I've got a paddock stand anyway. And, and also, like, I was coming close to scraping it against the floor in some corners, and there was a passenger on the back, or someone driving or whatever. The centre stand was always getting caught on the floor and dragging, and it's not very safe, so I took it off. And I've got it, and I've all, I've wound all the bits and pieces of spacers and springs and shit to it, so it won't get lost. And also I've cut the front fender down. I made it shorter at the front, so that you can see that, but it usually pokes over the wheel more, but now you can see more of the wheel, and it's quite cool, You can see over the wheel and shit. And it's all smaller and sort of pro, It's kind of cool. It's awesome, man. Awesome. Well, so far, the bars seem more stable, but I don't know. It's tracking straight when I get speed. The slower it deviates to me, that's normal. Probably I'm worrying too much. I'm going to back off this guy a little bit because I'm kind of overtaking. I can't fucking see around him. Yes, I've done that. But it needs some more work. It needs a lot of work, really. It needs the front forks have got play in them. Front forks got play in them. You don't have fucking back forks, do you? Yeah. So the forks, which have to be at the front because there is no such thing as rear forks, have got a lot of play in them. Not a lot of play, but they've got play nonetheless. And I think, as far as I'm aware, it can only be one thing, and that's the bushings have gone. So rubber bushings have like perished or gone hard or worn or something. And either way, the bushings have worn out. And you get them replaced. And that's going to cost a total of £165. Holy shit. And also, the bearings have gone in the monoshock linkage bracket. So, those need replacing. And the parts would be £120 from Suzuki. But from Wimoto.com, they're only £40 for all of the parts. And I'll put them myself. I'll just make up a bearing puller. And I'll pull the bearings into place. And that can be done by me. Holy shit. What works? 11 plate dumper. Holy shit. Fair enough, fair enough. So yeah. Oh, and it needs a new clutch. New fucking clutch. It's like £55 for the friction plates, and I only actually want to buy the friction plates because you shouldn't have to buy the metal plates. But if I do mess another like 40 something quid, and it's 40 something quid, I could do without spending. So hopefully I could do that. But I would like. I'll whip the bearings and I'll whip the clutch apart and shit. And like pull the bearings off. Pull friction plates out of the clutch, have a look and make sure the metal bits aren't worn. And if they are, then I'll have to replace them too. Which I don't want to have to do because it's expensive. Which is an ass, really, because expensive stuff sucks. Sometimes, literally, way. But yeah. Oh, and I also need a rear disc. New rear disc. Yeah, my baby recently passed the MOT. Yeah, and passed the MOT, which is brilliant stuff. But the problem with that is that they said that the rear disc is warped and the brakes have excessive variation and shit in them, which means they need to be replaced. Or it needs to be replaced, not they. It's not a plural for a single thing. Funny man. So yeah, it needs replacing. And this makes me sad because it's like, well, it's like £80, but I want to get the pedal disc because I'm a nerd like that. And it's like £100 for the wave rear disc, which is like cool with me, yo. So I'll spend the money to get the wavy one because I'm a dick like that.